Alright, so now I'm just cutting the top and bottom piece to 25.5 inches. Alright, next I'm going to cut two side pieces down to 8 1/8. Now I'm going to make grooves into the front of the wood where the glass is going to slide in. Alright, so as you can see, I got it up here. And what I'm going to do is take a ruler and figure out how thick I need to cut a piece of plexiglass. Now, I do have red plexiglass on the way that I was going to use. But now that I'm at this part, I'm just going to get a clear piece of plexiglass, put it in there, and I'm going to put some colored LEDs behind it with the remote and see how that looks. So I'm taking a little bit of a different approach just because I'm at this part and I'm ready to continue on with the rest of the build. Now I got my piece of plexiglass and I'm just going to cut it down to fit inside the box, which inside the box is 8.5 by 24.5. Alright, here's my piece of plexiglass. Just going to remove the film and get it mounted up in there. Now I'm going to put some LEDs behind there, and they change color too, so it might look pretty cool. I'm going to have black vinyl over it, and the Nintendo part will be the clear plexiglass that you see, and then everything else will be black. And then when I put the LEDs in there, I'll be able to change colors and stuff too. So I'm hoping it turns out pretty good this way. So with this, I'll be able to change the colors. I think it's pretty sweet. Yeah, I think it'll light up nicely. Alright guys, here we are, day 6 or 7. I don't remember which one. Today I plan on getting the gun mounted right here. That's where it was mounted on the original. And I know I've talked about doing this before, but I'm gonna cut out the hole for the 3 fan blades that are gonna be in the back to cool off the M82. Plan on getting that done. And then the wife is gonna start working on the vinyl for the plexiglass. I did get a piece of red plexiglass today. If it doesn't look right the way I want it to with just the clear, And the LEDs behind it, I'll probably add that red plexiglass to it. And I'm just gonna sand, fix any defects. Like this came cracked from the actual store. You can see the line going all the way down. I'm gonna wood putty that up and make it really nice and smooth. Just finish it up and then we start painting. It's coming along. All right, and the first thing I'm about to do is take out the plexiglass and hand it off to the wife so she can start making the vinyl for it. All right, now that I got the plexiglass out and the vinyl's being made for it, I've got this piece of metal here. This is left over from the band around my PS1 Kiosk build that you can watch if you want to. This metal's left over from that, and I'm gonna mount the gun right here on the side. All right, so I got my piece of metal. I'm gonna stick it in the vise here. I've got it marked at 1 inch. That's where I'm gonna make the first bend. So I'm gonna put that 1 inch line right at the edge of the vise. So I can bend the metal out. All right, now that I got that 1 inch cut out, I'm gonna put it where it goes. Take the gun, try to figure where it goes. I'm just gonna take a pencil, run along the gun. 1 3/4 inches, that's where I'm gonna make the next bend. All right, now I'm gonna stick it back on there. Stick the gun in there, and I'm gonna make another line where it needs to bend inward. That's also 1 3/4 inches. Yes, pencil does draw on metal. I'm surprised. Now this is gonna be 1 3/4 inches right here, and I'm gonna bend it out to 1 inch over here as well, and then we'll be able to mount it up and we'll have a gun holster. And my vise is actually the perfect size to make these measured bends. I just gotta stick it up against as far as it'll go. Now I just gotta measure 1 inch over here and then cut that off with the hacksaw. Here we have our gun holster. And I'm just gonna drill 2 holes here, 2 holes here, and then mount it onto the kiosk. Looks pretty good. All right, so the bottom of the shelf sits as tall as this ruler. So I'm just gonna make a line where this ruler is so I know where the shelf is. And then 9 inches above that is where I want the top of the fans to go. So the fan came with the template, and I'm just gonna tape it up here. Now I'm just gonna align the top of the template up with the top line, and then tape it on there and trace it in. I also gotta figure out how far from each side it is, so that way it sits even. And then in the bottom here, I'll drill holes. All right, now I'm gonna take a Forstner bit, drill right through the center of this, and I don't care about any blowout or anything because I'm gonna take it and cut it along the line. And now we got the fans installed. Now I'm gonna make 3 holes in the bottom here, and that's so the air can go in through there, come out through here. And I'm just gonna line those 3 holes up with the fans here. Now air can get sucked through here and come out here. And it'll keep my M82 lasting a long life. Got some spackling here, and I'm just gonna fix any minor defects, like where I stapled the boards down to do the routing and stuff like that.
Everywhere here. Down.
Now I'm just taking some pieces off so I can paint it. You really want to make sure you get up under all the ledges and stuff. Painting this thing is a nightmare. It's so big. I'm just taking the hinges off, and I gotta take the key out so I don't get paint on it. Now I'm just taking the door off. And there's a strip down here that has to be red. So this will be black and red down here. And I'll paint the door off the cabinet so I don't get any black on the side there. This part down here, I'll just get some painter's tape and tape it off so I can paint that black. Here I got the piece for the light gun, and I got half of it painted already, and I just have it flipped over so I can do the bottom side of it. And the first thing I'm going to use is some automotive primer, and then after that dries I'm going to finish it off with some appliance epoxy. I'm finished with the painting of the cabinet. I don't like how this Nintendo sign is clear. I thought I would like it, but it's not what I was wanting. So I did get the red plexiglass in the mail, and I'm going to cut that down to 24 inches by 8¼ inches and stick it behind the Nintendo sign and secure it back there some way, and then put the light in and see if I like that. If not, I'll have to figure out something else. But we'll try this for now. This might actually work better than I thought. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Now we just need to get some light behind there. Oh man, I'm stoked. Alright, I got my LEDs here. I have them plugged in and turned on. I've used these on something before, so the stickiness on the back of them isn't all there, so I'm actually gonna try to staple them into place, and that'll make them last longer anyway. They won't fall off from the glue going bad or anything. So we'll see how it works. This is working out. I'm really stoked. I didn't think it would look that good. Wow. Man, it came out way better than I expected. Really happy about it. All right, now we're just gonna get it all put back together, which shouldn't take that long. So pocket holes are really convenient because you can make them stick out just a little bit so you know where to line the holes up. I need you to push right here. Right here. And hold it in place, okay? Don't let it move. Dang it! That wasn't ready to go back on yet. This piece has to go on first because of the hinges. Alright, door works like it should. Now all I gotta do is put the lock in, and that's it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the kiosk is built. The only thing I might do to it now is put some polyurethane on it. I don't know. Right now I'm just excited to be done, and I think I might just leave it as is. I don't know. I will get the M82 and TV and put it in there though. I've got the power supply up behind the TV, but I think I'm just gonna move it down here. There's gonna be a lot of room behind the M82 anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the Nintendo M82 Kiosk. Alright, and here it is in the game room, sitting right next to the Pepsi One PS1 kiosk. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe, and I'll be bringing you more videos like this. Also, make sure to leave a like for the M82 Kiosk. Until next time, I'm Gamer Wayne, and thanks for watching.